Transportation officials are reminding drivers about the dangers of getting behind the wheel when you're tired.
According to research from AAA, 16 to 21% of deadly crashes likely involve drowsy driving. So Amanda joins us now. And Amanda, you spoke with a football coach from FSU whose daughter died as a result of a drowsy driving crash. And he's made it his mission to fight this.
Especially during the month of September. Now, Coach Ron Dugans says that while he is dominating the field at FSU, he still wants to make sure that people know that drowsy driving is a serious issue, and he doesn't want people to go through the same grief.
Catch made by Coleman. Coleman, his first touchdown.
On the field, former NFL player and FSU wide receivers coach Ron Dugans prepares his players for weekly matchups against teams in the ACC. While remaining focused on football, memories of his late daughter, Ronche, cross his mind every day.
She was very influential and inspirational to a lot of other people. You know, the way she carried herself, you know, she was an old soul, we miss her.
In 2008, 8-year-old Ronche Dugans died after a tow truck driver fell asleep at the wheel and slammed into the bus she was riding. Coach Dugans was traveling home from an away game when he got the devastating news.
You know, when I got the call, I was just, hoping everything was fine. And at that time, I heard that everything was, fine. And then eventually, when I was on the way back, because I was actually out of town, I was on the way back. I got the call, from one of my relatives and saying she didn't make it. And I still had a few more hours to drive, so it was the hardest and longest drive of my life.
The National Safety Council reports that each year, drowsy driving leads to 100,000 crashes, 71,000 injuries, and 1,550 deaths. Police agencies say driving drowsy can be just as dangerous as driving while under the influence.
So it's very important that people pay attention to what happened in our situation, so it won't happen to somebody else's, But when that accident happened, anytime I feel or even think that, I'm going to get tired, I don't drive because I don't want to take that chance, and I know what happened to, my family.
Every September, Coach Dugans uses the month to raise awareness and remind people to get enough rest, take breaks during long trips, and pull over when tired.
So before you get behind the wheel, think about somebody else's life, not only your own, but some other family members' life before you get on the road and drive drowsy.
And transportation officials want people to recognize those signs of drowsiness. They include yawning or blinking frequently, difficulty remembering the past few miles driven or drifting from your lane. So definitely just make sure that you get to the closest rest stop and take those breaks if you're on those long drives. Bruce and Jen.